Alrighty then. Hey, it's been a while, so we're going to get back into doing this video thing here, and I'm going to kind of get my feet wet back, getting into doing reviews and whatnot by doing something simple. A couple months back, I ordered some stuff from a juice vendor. We'll get into who it is in just a minute, and these guys did really a jam-up job giving me some stuff. I ordered 3 juices. They gave me 2 juices for free on top of that, so I figured why not? We're going to review 5 juices today, and the company's name is The Sauce LA. Sorry for not being here for a while. Sorry for not recording some videos. You know, real life happens and whatnot. Please ignore this mess behind me again. You know, real life happens. If I glance down, you know, I'm looking at the screen on my laptop, so try to forgive me. I'm going to try to keep eye contact on this camera here. Anyway, we're looking at 5 juices. They're from the Sauce LA. They're Awesome Town line, and a couple freebies that they gave me. So let's do the intro thing. We'll come right back, and we'll go ahead and knock these out. Nice little simple juice review. Grab a vape, sit back, relax, enjoy. This is going to be a quick one. Alrighty, welcome back from the intro, and like I said, ordered some stuff from the Sauce LA, and decided to get my feet wet with doing juice reviews again. We're going to knock out 5 in this video here. What I'm going to be doing, my setup here is going to be my trusty to-go mini. This thing's still going strong after a year, over a year. I mean, it's seen better days. It's a little worse for wear. Sorry about the being out of focus there. And yeah. This thing's just solid. So what I'm going to do in between each juice is go ahead and cut the video, fill this thing up, and we're going to go ahead and vape it. I've got a nice fresh coil in here. We'll go ahead and burn it down. Some of these flavors are pretty similar, so I don't think there's going to be any overlap. And we're going to go from there. The first one we're going to take a look at, and before we get into flavors actually, I digress. Ordered 3 juices from the Sauce LA. I'm going to have links down below. You guys really need to check these guys out. Their prices are very competitive. They always have a whole ton of sales going on. Get on their mailing list. They're going to send you emails left and right, but you're going to get some really good deals. I ended up getting about 400 milliliters of juice total for something like $12. I mean, that's cheaper than I can make the stuff myself. So, yeah, really good pricing. I ordered 3 juices from the Awesome Town line, and we're going to go ahead and get into the ones I ordered first, then we're going to get into the freebies. One of the ones I ordered is the Awesome Town New York Cheesecake, and this is how it comes in the bottle. I ordered 6 milligrams strength. I mean, it's a decent sized bottle here, 60 mils, and you got your standard label contents, California propositions, nicotine warning, etc., etc. Standard juice stuff. Nice, thick, darkish type of stuff. Smells really good. I decided I was going to get into, or try to, try my hand at some dessert vapes. And yeah, this is a good way to go. I like cheesecake. I like blueberry. So boom, this is a blueberry cheesecake. Got it loaded up in the to-go mini. So let's go. Yeah, that's solid. If you like cheesecake, man, this is just some really jam up stuff. First thing that's in your face is not necessarily the blueberry. It's certainly there. But you're getting kind of a creamy, cream cheesy type of flavor, which this is a cheesecake, so that makes sense. They did it really well. The first flavor that you get is that creamy cream cheese, and then the blueberry rides right on top of that. On the exhale, yeah, you get a whole bunch. Sorry, you get a whole bunch of the graham cracker crust. I mean, this is just a really solid dessert vape. If you like any type of dessert vapes, yeah, this is definitely a way to go, especially if you like creamier type of vapes. I've been vaping this stuff nonstop. I ordered 2 bottles of this, and this is all I've got left. Yeah. I've vaped through, 90 mils of this stuff in, well, maybe not a couple of months, about 6 weeks. And that's on top of all the other juice that I vape. Yeah, this is solid. This is a really solid, good dessert vape. And it's more cheesecake than anything, which is the way a cheesecake vape should be. I've had some cheesecake liquids before, and they end up tasting like a fruit with maybe a cheesecake backer on it, and that's not the way it is. I mean, you don't go to a restaurant and order a piece of cheesecake and expect that you've got a huge, gigantic dollop of fruit with a little piece of cream cheese on top of it. they did this right. You know, the graham cracker crust comes on the back side, on the exhale, and on the retrohale. If you just let it kind of roll through the palate, especially, let me close this off a little bit and do more of a mouth along. Oh yeah. And the blueberry even comes out a little bit more doing the retrohale. So if you're mouthed longer, I mean, this is going to be a much more fruity vape. Yeah, it's solid. The nicotine that they use is really, really mild. I mean, I normally vape either, you know, somewhere around a 3 milligram strength. And I got to talking to one of the guys, and they said, well, try our 6 milligrams, see what you think about that. And I got to say, for 6 milligrams, this is really smooth. It's not peppery. It's not, you know, it doesn't have the cheap nicotine taste to it. So, yeah. And that applies to all these juices. So I'm not going to repeat myself, hopefully, in every single review. So, yeah, that was New York Cheesecake by Awesome Town, as provided by the Sauce LA. Again, links will be below. This is a jam-up juice. So stand by. I'm going to go ahead and empty this out, fill it up with another juice, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back with juice 2 of 5. And this one here is along the same themes as that first one, the New York Cheesecake. This one is Blueberry Muffin, also by Awesome Town, also provided by, of course, the Sauce LA. Yeah, I ordered 2 bottles of this, and this is what I've got left, plus what's in there. That's why I needed to do this review right now. I mean, that is all I've got left. I love this stuff. And open this stuff up on the nose. I mean, the blueberry just comes out and punches you right in the face. It's really solid. And really, from the bottle here, all you can smell is the blueberry. So I was a little hesitant or a little skeptical about this juice until I actually started vaping it. Because all the subtle flavors come out as you're vaping. So let's go and give her a shot. Got it wide open. Yeah, the blueberry is definitely there. Compared to the New York Cheesecake, it's kind of tough to describe. The fruit flavor is definitely stronger, but it's not as fruity, for lack of a better word. It doesn't taste as sweet. It's more of a tart kind of blueberry, and it's all over this thing. I mean, just the blueberry straight up front. What rides right behind it, especially on the exhale, is a really, really powerful pastry type of vape, which is exactly what you should get out of a muffin. And what I really like on the retrohale and on the end of the exhale is you get sort of the little muffin crumbles that are on top. I mean, somehow they pulled off that. And yeah, this thing's solid. This is Blueberry Muffins. It's got a picture of Grandma on the front selling her muffins, apparently, for $5. I mean, she seems a bit like a shyster to me. But yeah, and for whatever reason, there's a picture of a dog peeing on the sidewalk. Yeah. Yeah, interesting artwork, definitely, on the Awesome Town line. But yeah, man, this stuff's good. And I mean, obviously, I've gone through now just about 120 mils of this stuff since I got it. Yeah, very solid blueberry flavor. And like I said, it's a little more on the tart and not so sweet side as compared to the New York Cheesecake. But it's an equally good blueberry, just a different blueberry. I would liken this stuff to a blueberry that you might taste in a yogurt, a real blueberry. This stuff I would liken to like a candied type of blueberry. Not a candy, but candied. Some blueberry that's been a little bit dehydrated, a little sugared up or whatnot. But oddly enough, it's not as sweet. It's just more potent. It's like it's concentrated or something. And the pastry that they got behind this is just spot on. Little, very subtle bit of cinnamon that's in this, like maybe in the muffin itself. And the crumble is just, rocking. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just solid. If you're into blueberries, the first one or this one is definitely a way to go. Especially if you're into dessert vapes. If you're more into pastry type stuff, this is the one that you want to go to rather than the New York Cheesecake, because this is putting out definitely more of a pastry type flavor. The other one's putting out a creamier type flavor. And speaking of creamy, we're going to be coming back with a third review right after this, and it's going to be a little bit more on the creamy side of things. So just kind of stand by. We'll go ahead and get that one going. All right, back with the third of 5 reviews here. And what we're taking a look at, like I said, is a creamier type of vape. When I made my order off of the Sauce LA, what I was looking for was some sort of custardy, creamy type of thing. I wanted something maybe even to put as a backer to my tobacco, natural extractive tobaccos that I do. And what I ended up looking at was this Awesome Town Vanilla Custard. You got something that looks like the Michelin Man on the front here. Still got the dog peeing on somebody's foot now. Down there for whatever reason. And again, this is another 6 milligram strength, also from Awesome Town, also from the Sauce LA. Same awesome nicotine type of, or quality nicotine that was in the other two. And yeah, I mean, that's all I've got left in this off of 120 mils. Like I said, I ordered 2 bottles of each of the 3 of these, 360 mils total. And I got a couple of freebies, and it was all like 12 bucks. So yeah, prices were awesome. Open this up on the nose. What you get is a whole lot of vanilla up front, and you can actually smell some kind of like an egg custard on here. I mean, it's really, really creamy smelling. I don't know how better to describe it. And if you see the little Michelin Man, he's carrying a custard pie, so I'm guessing this is more of an egg custard, and it makes sense. The flavor goes along with that. Really potent smell, though. Got it filled up in the To-Go Mini, and we're going to go with this one and see what we got here. Now, keep in mind, I've had this juice here for about 6 weeks. It's really steeped. I hate using the word. It's kind of homogenized by sitting for a while. And yeah, and this, of all these juices, is the only one I would say that probably benefits from that. Let it sit for about 3 or 4 days before you start vaping on it. Because when I first vaped this, the day we got it, this was the juice, of course, that I was interested in. Got some kind of bitter taste up front, and I guess that's the combination of the flavorings for the vanilla and the custard. After a couple days of sitting in here, it really did kind of mellow out a lot, and what you get up front, more than anything else, is a cream flavor. Immediately riding behind that, while you're inhaling, you get that really powerful punch of vanilla. I mean, it's just, it's strong. And then as you're exhaling, you get a nice, subtle egg custard. Now, this dude's carrying a pie, like an egg custard pie. There is no crumble in this. There's no crust or anything like that. This is just the custard itself. So there's no pastry in this at all. It's creamy, it's full of vanilla, and you got a little bit of egg backer as you're exhaling, and especially, if I close this off, on the retrohale. Oh yeah, I mean, it's right there in your face. If you like an egg custard, I'll be honest with you, this is probably about the best I've had insofar as a vape. But that goes with the caveat of let this sit for 3 or 4 days. Buy the stuff, put it in a nice dark place for a week. Well, before you do that, open it up, get some air in there, close it up, and let it sit for a week. It'll be solid. As far as like custardy type of vape, it's hard to go wrong. Now, we're going to move on to the 4th review here, and these are, 4th and 5th review actually, are 2 flavors that the Sauce LA sent to me for free. Their customer service is stellar. And the first one we're going to get into is kind of an interesting one, and I'll get into a reason why. So stand by, let me load this thing up with another juice, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, review number 4. Like I said, when I ordered this stuff, I ordered 6 bottles of juice, 2 each of the 3 flavors that I've already reviewed. And the Sauce LA, having the great customer service that they do and wanting to get customers, they gave me 2 freebies. When I was looking at the flavors that I was going to order, one of the flavors that caught my eye was their tobacco flavor. It's called True Tobacco. And I was really hemming and hawing. I was going back and forth. Do I really want to get this? I make my own tobacco vapes. I've got a bunch of other tobacco vapes that I like to buy, yada, 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 yada. Do I really want another tobacco vape? Ultimately, I decided not to. I wanted to go something completely different. I went with the 3 dessert flavors, really, with the 3 juices that I just reviewed. And because the prices were so good, I went ahead and ordered 2 bottles of each. They, ironically, threw in a bottle of the Awesome Town True Tobacco. And on the front of this, you got this chick who is vaping. You got the no smoking sign. I don't see the dog anywhere on here. Maybe he's done peeing on everybody. But yeah, same type of great artwork, same everything on this. So yeah. They describe this as kind of a peanutty / RY4 type of vape. And the peanutty thing is kind of what turned me off of this and ultimately made me decide not to do it because I don't like peanutty tobaccos. And on the nose, I really don't get any peanut. I get a lot of vanilla and maybe just a hint of an artificial tobacco because it's an artificially flavored tobacco juice. And yeah, really, really sweet. And I mean, as you can see, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of this because they gave me only the one bottle, so I've been kind of rationing it. Yeah, I loaded it up. Let's go ahead and vape it and see what we got here. Up front, I don't necessarily get a tobacco. I mean, it's an artificial tobacco. They've combined a bunch of flavors and tried to emulate a tobacco. But it's very reminiscent of an artificial RY4. And if you've ever smoked some of these tobacco vapes, the liquids that are 555 flavored, 555 being a type of cigarette that's available in the UK, they have kind of a peanutty back tone. And what I get off of this when I'm inhaling is kind of a vanilla tobacco. I mean, it's an indistinct tobacco. It's not a Virginia or a bright leaf or anything like that. It's just an indistinct tobacco flavor. It's an artificial. But right after you're done inhaling and right when you start exhaling, the peanut kicks in. And the peanut that I'm getting out of this is peanut butter. It's just a little bit. Don't let it scare you away. It's just a little hint of it. And it's enough to kind of give this just a completely different personality from most other tobacco vapes. I really dig this. I mean, I really, really surprisingly dig this vape. It's a solid tobacco vape with a really, really good sweet undertone to it. If you're at all into artificial tobaccos, give this a shot. You know, ignore the whole peanut thing about this because it's so subtle, it's barely there. On the first several vapes that I had with this, if I didn't know that it was supposed to be a peanutty vape, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. And maybe a couple of days into vaping this, oh, I'm picking up just a little hint of peanut butter. And combined with the other flavors of the artificial tobacco, it gives it an earthy tone that's reminiscent of a cigar, kind of reminiscent also of a pipe tobacco. They just kind of meld together. It's an artificial tobacco. It's not going to perfectly emulate anything, but they do a damn good job of it. And like I said, I mean, I'm not going to go on and on about this and continuously repeat myself. If you're at all into artificial tobacco vapes, check out the Sauce LA, check out their True Tobacco, and yeah, do yourself a favor. Give it a shot. It's definitely worth it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this portion of the video up. We're going to come back with the fifth and final review, the second freebie they gave me. And let me get this loaded up, and we'll go ahead and get that done. Alrighty, 5 out of 5. We're going to do the last review right here. You know, the Sauce LA, I don't know how they stay in business because I ordered 6 bottles of juice. I got ordered 360 mils of juice and got it for $12. I mean, that breaks down to like next to nothing. For every 120 mils that I ordered, that's $4. That's ridiculous. I'm paying like 3.5 cents a mil. That's cheaper than I can make the stuff myself. And then they threw in 2 freebies. The 60 ml bottle that I just reviewed of the True Tobacco, and then they threw in this guy, and it's pretty empty. This is the Main Street, also 6 milligrams. They matched the nicotine content that I had otherwise. You can see that this is from the Sauce LA. I mean, they've got a little bit of artwork there, and they've included it in this decent little 30 ml unicorn bottle. On the nose, apple. I just get green apple directly up front and in my face. So what I get from this, based on the picture, is that it's an apple pie vape. And yeah, got the last little bit of it loaded up, almost the last little bit of it loaded up in here. And let's go ahead and have it. Wow. On the inhale. Boom. Green apple right up in your face. No compromises. It's just a really, really powerful appley vape. And writing on the back of the inhale, I also get some cinnamon. Tastes like an apple pie. Once you start the exhale and all the way through the end of the exhale, you still get the apple, but it takes a back seat. The cinnamon goes away completely, and you get the pie crust. and they did a phenomenal job with this. I've had a few apple pie vapes, and this is by far the most solid. Keep in mind, this is the green apple pie. It's not a red apple pie. There is a difference, so it's a little bit more tart than something like, say, a Red Delicious Apple or a Fuji or something like that. This is solid. This is a really, really solid apple pie vape, and it's a great dessert vape. In fact, all 5 of these or 4 out of the 5 of these that I've reviewed are great, great dessert vapes, and that tobacco vape is a really solid one. Everything from the Sauce LA just seems like it's really, really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. So yeah, like I said, their customer service has been stellar. Do yourself a favor. Sign up for their mailing list. They have sales and deals all the time. I'm going to be ordering during the next sale, very likely. Just to try some different flavors. And do yourself a favor. Put together a sample pack or something, you know? You can't go wrong with them, especially while they're on sale. They're quality juices. They use quality nicotine. They've got great flavors, and they've got great customer service. The minute that I made the order, I got an email back, hey, here's your order. The minute that they prepped out my order, hey, it's boxed up, it's ready to go. The minute it shipped, hey, your order's shipped, here's the tracking number. And then it came in just a couple of days. Awesome. You know, when I got the box in, it was just ginormous box. I'm like, good Lord, I just ordered 6 little bottles, and they threw in a couple of extras, and they packed the ever-living crap out of the box to make sure that your stuff gets to you safe. So I can't complain at all for the $12, $13, whatever it was that I spent, and getting 600 mils, or not 600 mils, 450 mils of juice. Very, very awesome. Again, links to the Sauce LA are going to be up below, and assuming, as I'm setting this video up in the review, I can find links to these particular juices. I'll put links to those below as well. So bump that up against what I've got here in this video, and again, your tastes are going to vary. My opinion is not going to necessarily reflect yours and vice versa, but as a guy who vapes primarily tobacco, moving to a dessert vape, these are solid. These are solid, solid choices. All right, I'm not going to go ahead and yap and yaw about this, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this review up. So, yeah, if you found this review entertaining, if you found it useful, whatever, comment below. If you really dig this review, give me a thumbs up. Do me a favor. And if you really, really dug this review, click that subscribe button below. That'll help me out a lot. All of you guys, little soapbox here, all of you guys are aware that recently YouTube has changed its policies regarding monetization and et cetera, et cetera. I don't have quite 1,000 subscribers, but I do have enough time, view time on my videos that I do qualify for monetization once I get 1,000 subs. So, in order for me to be able to monetize these videos, I need 1,000 subscribers. So, click that link below. And if you know any other vapors who might enjoy my videos, share it out with them. Like, share, subscribe, do what you got to do. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to be a politician and ask you to do anything. But I do appreciate you coming to the channel. I appreciate you looking at this. I appreciate you guys being out there in YouTube world looking at my videos. People seem to be very happy with what I do. So, great. I'm going to try to put out more videos more frequently than I have been. I know I've been really slack on that the last couple of months, but again, real life. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video. Whatever you got to vape, whatever you got to do to stay off the stinkies, whether it's this, a cig-alike, whatever, do it. It's better than the alternative. Vape out there, vape safe, vape strong. I'll see you next time.